Good morning. First of all, it's important for you to understand that Juicio is the story of a family. It all began 43 years ago when my father, Constantino Iori, bought a large plot of agricultural land in Perugia, a small village 50 kilometers from Salsuli. In those days, our family began by planting orange and grapefruit orchards and selling the harvested fruit in Salsuli market. A few years later, as the company expanded, we started to concentrate on the production of fresh fruit juice and developed various techniques to chill the juices to extend the shelf life. Then, 11 years ago, my father decided to hand control of the company over to me. It was a booming period for us because all my efforts as a sales director met with success, and I had just signed a commercial contract with the organic Tuco brand, owned by the well-known Bartolozzi family, which allowed us to expand the company even more. Nevertheless, about 5 years ago, we encountered a more difficult period. The domestic market became especially competitive because of aggressive suppliers from Brazil who had decided to take over the European market. We also suffered a significant drop in grapefruit consumption as the juice or syrup which is extracted from it was considered too acidic. To compensate for that, we decided at the time to purchase 2 extra plots of land to cultivate apples and to build a glass house for pineapples. 2 orange juice production lines were converted to process these new fruits. Unfortunately, the costs incurred in adapting the machines and training the operatives in flash pasteurization were disastrous. It was then that I took the decision to sell Juicio to the Fruit and Drink Group, and we were integrated into the fresh division of the group. When we signed the contract, it was mutually agreed that I would stay in charge of Juicio for a further 5 years. Today, Juicio employs 366 people divided between agricultural, cultivation and the factory. In this group, we have 9 managers, 25 staff, 4 maintenance technicians, 7 warehousemen and 13 drivers, plus the operatives on the production lines in the factory. These are organized into teams of 4 or 5 operatives and 1 or 2 cleaners who manage the production lines from washing on the fruit through the crushing and extraction of the juice, including water treatment and packaging. Although it's all automated, it's crucial that the operatives are there to monitor for leaves or small branches which would block the machines, and also to regularly clean the blenders. I hope this information will help you to understand the most important part of your mission. In fact, I will not be here this week, but I'm expecting that you can rapidly present an action plan to me that will reduce costs by 4.3% compared with the budgeted figure for this year, and as a result will achieve the target set by the shareholders of the Fruit and Drink Group. I hope that you will take advantage of your experience as Director of Finance and Administration, and that your fresh approach will enable you to overcome certain personal conflicts and issues.
Good morning. I'm pleased to welcome you to our group. As the person in charge of the Fresh division, I would like to support Marco's initiative and also provide you with some more background information on the Fruit and Drink Group. Fruit and Drink was founded 62 years ago by 2 Italian brothers, and today we are one of the market leaders for fruit juice in Europe. Essentially a family business, the company with its head office in Salsuli has expanded enormously in this period through acquisitions. In the current year, the group numbered no fewer than 22 factories in 7 different countries, employed 3,275 workers and held an 11% market share with an annual turnover of 546 million euros. The group values have also evolved over time, such that today they are customer focus, innovation and excellence. As you will certainly know already, our group is organised into 3 business units, which reflects the different production processes. First, Fruit and Drink Fresh, which I represent, with 1,124 workers. Second, Fruit and Drink Ambient, employing 1,389 workers. And finally, Fruit and Drink Syrup, with 762 workers. I think it is important that I tell you about the recent strategic decisions taken by the group so that you have a full picture in completing your task. First, we have decided to suspend negotiation with Paul Fruit for the time being. Although their method for freezing fruit immediately after harvest is an interesting process, our division does not currently have the budget for an investment of this scope. Next, the strategic option to reorganise the fresh division into departments by fruit has been postponed for at least 3 years. Although it's interesting, this proposal to separate the production process by fruit type, but since the extractors and crushers are different, it will not be implemented as we have other priorities. To my way of thinking, we still have 2 major decisions to make. There is a rapid decision to be taken on whether to maintain or to temporarily suspend sales of 100% fresh fruit juice through our Bima Juice bars. It's a brand bought by the group 4 years ago. In fact, local papers are reporting the story that 9 people were contaminated last month in Perugia by E. coli bacteria. And one of the 9, a 74-year-old, has died as a result of this illness. According to several sources, the inspector's attention has been drawn to the quality of the fresh fruit juice, and our Bima fruit bars are in their sights, as the deceased as well as members of the family fell ill after drinking fruit juice. Withdrawal from this activity following the E. coli crisis could result in redundancies for our employees working directly in the juice bars, as well as a resulting loss of turnover and market share for the fresh division. Moreover, it's a matter of taking a rapid decision and considering the message to communicate. On one hand to our internal teams and on the other to our consumers, because it is a growing market and most market forecasts are predicting an increase of 5 to 6% per year for the next 10 years. Separately, Antorino Rizzo, our R&D manager, is waiting for feedback as to whether Juice O wishes to be a pilot customer for the new flash pasteurization machines. Tests carried out by his team in recent weeks are conclusive. The new machines are faster and produce a better quality. And it seems that the flavours is even closer to the initial flavour of the fruit, which is a key element for our customers. In addition, a certain number of trial orders have already been received. However, this investment necessary for this purchase is considerable. We talk about 15 million euros amortized over 10 years for the complete new installation and 450,000 euros to recruit and train 15 new operatives. The time required to set up this new installation is estimated at roughly 3 weeks, with the target to be operational for May 16. If Juso is interested, then the Fruit and Drink Group is ready to contribute 35% towards the total cost. Appreciating that the juice sector is new to you, we will find an explanation for the different types in the notes which follow. I wish you good work. See you later.
First of all, we have the pasteurized juices. In this process, the fruit juices are subject to a long heating process. This is the pasteurization, which eliminates microorganisms. This pasteurization process ensures the juices to have a longer expiration date and provides the ability to store fruit juices at an ambient temperature. Unfortunately, the end result does not match the taste of freshly squeezed juice, and the organoleptic properties of the juice are also affected by this process. Second category contains the freshly cooled fruit juices, which are these ones. These fruit juices undergo a similar treatment to the pasteurization process, but it's much shorter. These are heated during a very short time, cooled down quickly after, and packed in sterile packaging. This process is called flash pasteurization. These fruit juices have an expiration date of about 3 weeks up to 3 months, depending on the applied process. Besides, most of the nutrition is being preserved, except the level of vitamins is slightly reduced. Today, there is also a process that enables us to create cold press juices, just like this one. Making cold press juice is a two-step process. So the first stage is to shred the fruit and vegetable into pulp without creating heat. The second process is called the hydraulic press. This exposes the shredded produce to extreme pressure by putting the substance in between two plates for a few minutes. This technique eliminates bacteria while preserving vitamins, enzymes and minerals. With this method, juices can be kept fresh for up to 30 days without any additional sugars. Without the second process, cold pressed juices can be stored in a refrigerator for up to 5 days, depending on the acidity of the juice and obviously of other factors. On top, this first stage of the process doesn't succeed to eliminate microorganisms, which puts the consumer at risk. Today, also, juice bars became a big hype. They offer freshly squeezed juices from fresh or frozen fruit or vegetables, and this is what we commonly call smoothies, just like this one. The fruit can be mixed with animal or vegetable dairy products, such as milk, yogurt, or ice cream. It's also common to add berries or root extracts with certain health benefits, such as acerola, ginger, etc. Smoothies must be consumed fast, since that they expire very quickly. Other than that, there are also fruit juices from concentrates, so just like this one. These juices are obtained by squeezing the fruit and heating it to evaporate all the liquid until there is nothing left but frozen concentrate. This process is used to reduce storage, diminish transportation costs, and improve the environmental impact. The fruit juice is reconstructed on the spot by adding the same quantity of water that was extracted in the first phase. In case of fleshy or less juicy fruit like banana, peach, apricot, or mango, they often add additional water to reach the desired thickness. This process allows the juice to obtain a longer lifetime. And even some manufacturers also add extra sugars to adjust the taste. Finally, we have the fruit flavored drinks, so composed of a mixture of sugar, water, and artificial sweeteners. These drinks are also contain fruit in a very limited quantity, about 12%.